Welcome back everybody to the 7th episode of Better Than Wolves. This one is gonna be a big one, because in this episode we are going to finally build the windmill as well as get into the Nether. Between the last episode and this one you can notice that a few days have passed. I've farmed a few things off camera, mostly stuff that we're gonna need going forward, like the fabric for the windmill, as well as the dung that we're gonna use for the saw and some other mechanical machines. And I've also made a second pen because I read on the wiki that when you throw eggs you have a chance to spawn more chickens. And I've also expanded the first one, and I've also secured the farm. And now we can finally craft the windmill. We just need a few more oak planks. I think 12 is enough. And here we can make 4 sails. And with 4 sails in this kind of pattern we get the windmill. And we've also got enough iron to make a cauldron. And to make the cauldron we actually need a bucket too. So here it is. And we also need a bone, and I don't know if you need the bucket to contain... I think it has to contain water. Alright. Okay, and that's the cauldron. As you guys may have noticed, the quality of this video is completely subpar to the usual, especially the resolution. And that's because OBS has decided to reset my recording settings out of nowhere. I'm not sure how it happened, honestly. And for that reason, the setting I recorded at were incredibly low. And I basically recorded the entire episode in 2080p. But sadly, since this is a playthrough, I don't get to remake the episode from scratch. You'll just have to bear with me for this episode because there's nothing I can do to increase it. And hope you enjoyed it anyway. Now, back to the video. And what I want to do for all of our machines and stuff is just build a floating platform in the desert for now to build all of our machinery. And the last things we need for the windmill to actually work is an axle as well as a gearbox. But I'm actually gonna make a redstone clutch because this way we can actually turn it off, and you're gonna see soon why we need the redstone clutch. And we're also gonna grab our campfire and bow drill because we're gonna light up the Nether portal as well. And you can see I've made a bit of a wall around it. That way we're not gonna have mobs wandering in and out of it. So we're just gonna go up 16 blocks, I guess. Oh wait, we should also get the eggs since it's morning. Okay, we didn't get any chickens, but that's okay. Okay, now we have 35 blocks to work with, so let's make them count. We're gonna place our windmill. I'm not entirely sure how... Alright. Okay, so now if we craft this here and craft a second axle, yeah, I think it should be 1 block higher because I actually need the millstone to be under there. Okay, so this goes here now. And our windmill goes here. Okay. We just had to move around the... Okay, that's too loud. Alright, we've actually got it working. So we just had to move around the input of the mechanical power. And now, before placing the cauldron, we're gonna go in the Nether and finally grab some netherrack as well as some soul sand if we're able to. Hopefully nothing jumps us. Okay. And it's lit. Okay, perfect. Give me my shovel and let's go check it out. Alright. Seems we're not too exposed here. So we're just gonna grab some pieces of netherrack and start looking around for soul sand. Let's just see how our surroundings look, you know? And I wouldn't mind grabbing some glowstone too. And now I also want to go grab some soul sand and then head back home. Okay, we have a few blocks from the nether now. And I'm just gonna start placing some glowstone around. Wait, how? Okay, I'm not gonna question it actually. As well as into our actual base. Alright, I guess a kitchen crossed over. Okay, this one crossed out though. And that's a problem. Come back here. Not you. And alright, so our base has been mostly lit up. Oh, our dog is hungry. And now that we've got wood, we can actually go up there on our platform to make some campfires and finally place our cauldron. I think I'm gonna make it as far as possible from... Okay, that scared the crap out of me. I guess netherrack doesn't float. Okay. And now, in theory, yeah, they should all catch on fire. And now, if we place food in here, like a raw egg, it's gonna start cooking. It's gonna cook faster the more netherrack we placed underneath. And what this means for us is that now we have a way to automatically crush bones to make bone meal. And we also have a way to cook food infinitely. Which means with our chickens and our melon farm, we are now completely self-sufficient in terms of food. And that's the big jump in terms of technology. And now we can also start crushing hemp automatically. Which means we can start working on the saw. Okay, for the saw, we're gonna need a few different materials. So we're gonna need leather, bark, dung. We also need some wood. We should already be able to make tanned leather. I'm just gonna crush some things real quick. I'm gonna skip it because it's extremely loud, so... Okay, by milling the leather, we get scoured leather. And if we place it in the cauldron with bark and dung, it's gonna get us tanned leather, which is gonna be used for the next few mechanical machines. So now if we go down here and we cut it, we get cut tanned leather. And if we cut it again, we get strap. And with 4 straps, we can make a belt. So now if we take the iron too, now that we have the gears, we can actually craft the saw. The saw would go here, connect it to the saw. And now if we place food in front of it, we're gonna get 4 planks instead of 2. Also, if we place wood planks now, we're gonna get sidings. And this is what is gonna allow us to finally make chests. But yeah, now we can finally make our own chests. It's been so long. It's been 17 hours and just now we're finally able to craft a chest. This is what this mod is all about. And honestly, I love it. I can't say anything different from that. Another purpose for the saw is it's gonna allow us to cut melons more efficiently. Like instead of using our axe and getting only 2 mushy pieces, we're gonna get like 5 slices. And that's the start of the age of automation. We finally have a windmill with a mill and a saw, and that means we're finally able to produce food in great quantities, enough to actually stop starving or worry about going hunting. So now it's time to focus on the next step of progression, which is gonna be the crucible. All I know about the next step is that we're gonna need to go in the Nether, and that it's gonna be so broken we're basically never gonna run out of materials again in terms of iron and diamond, and I'm really excited for that. And before going in the Nether again, I actually want to go grab some cows. So we're gonna make some ropes, because we don't have we still can't really make the food that gets the cows to follow you. Okay, so to grab cows we're gonna need a lead, and we're missing 1 fiber. Okay, it actually gives you 2 leads. Okay, so we don't need more. Now we just need to wait for the night to pass, and we're gonna go grab the cows tomorrow. Okay, our melons have also grown. And now if I break this with the axe, if we use a saw instead, we get 10 slices. So for the hopper we need a pressure plate, as well as some smaller wooden pieces, and we have the hopper. So I really like about this stage of the game that we've basically defeated the night, because usually when night fell we just had to cover up in our house and fear for our lives for everything. And right now we're sitting on top of our floating platform, watching over our farms, our pens, our future buildings, our base, and soon it's all gonna be more pretty. I'm gonna cover up the holes, I'm gonna terraform a little bit, I'm gonna build up our base here, remove all the stumps. After we do that we're gonna be able to build actually nice looking buildings, and I'm actually really excited for that, because I'm quite done with the survival stage. I just want to start, you know, living. Alright, looks like we're playing Stardew Valley now. I think once we get 1 more chicken, we're just gonna start killing them for their meat, because we're already gonna have a lot of eggs. Alright, perfect. And that's okay. So instead of building more pens for more chickens, we're just gonna use the flesh as well. Do I need a gearbox to actually make a turn? Ah. Okay, so for the gearbox, I have to go back up once again, because I forgot to make the gears. And the crafting table is on another plane of existence compared to the saw. Yeah, we definitely need the crafting table up here, because this is so annoying. I don't know why I made the platform so high. I thought like it was, I don't know, cool or I don't know. So, and I might turn this whole thing into either some kind of lighthouse, like I did in my other hardcore series, or just a windmill, you know? Alright, and that's our first hellfire dust. I think if we combine it with coal, there it is, our first piece of nether coal. Our very own forever burning torches. This is... I'm actually so happy right now. We don't have to deal with all the crazy stuff from this mod. Like we're still gonna have to do that, but we have to deal with so much less bullcrap, you know? We're actually getting closer to the vanilla experience, and I'm so happy for that. I also want to test this. Does the torch get unlit? It does, but you don't lose it. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, that's so good. It's so stupid how normal for normal Minecraft this is, but it's such an achievement in this mod. I'm actually genuinely happy that we have this stuff. I'm so excited, this is so fun. This is the reason I stuck through with this mod, because I never reached this point in the game, and the beginning is so harsh on you, but now we have so many options. Like, we can do anything. Like, we can go gather cows, we can keep expanding our farm, and we're gonna do both of those. We're gonna keep growing mushrooms, we're gonna start farming red mushrooms instead of brown ones, because food is no longer a problem. And instead we're gonna want to really go and remove all of our stumps here. Right now the nighttime is gonna be the perfect time to work on the mechanical stuff as well as our crops, while the daytime is gonna be useful for exploring, and we're gonna do that soon to gather the cows. Alright, you know what? I'm actually going to go for the cows today. Since now we have quite a few pieces of nether coal, we're just gonna take our bedroll, a few blocks, and go look for our cows. What I'm actually concerned about is, will the cows kick me if I try to take them with leads? I hope not. Okay, that's a wolf. No, that's the beast. Okay, that's the beast, and I'm not gonna go near that because we have our cows here. Will you kick me if I lead you? No, you don't. Let's try looking for one of your friends. Why is there everything but cows here? I know it's greedy to want to get both cows at the same time, but like... Am I really that greedy? Like, can't you just give me a single cow more? Like, just one. Just one cow. Okay, let's try not to break the lead now. Okay, there it is. Perfect. Okay. We might be able to make it just in time. And there was... Where were you when I was looking for you? Alright, one of the leads broke. Let's just get them into their pen. Just come here. Nope, of course not. Why would you? Alright. So now let's try actually getting milk, but I fear they might try to kick us if we do. Okay, that... Further. Oh, maybe it's because... Yeah, you have to look at the... thing. I don't know what it's called. I've also decided to place some torches on this side of the river, that way we don't have to fear about mobs spawning on this side. Like, they're not gonna aggro us from the other. And I'm now also gonna expand our melon farm. That's a storm, that's a storm. Okay, we have to turn off the windmill. We built the redstone clutch, because by turning everything off, the storm is gonna increase the speed of the windmill to a point where whatever is attached to it would break. And instead, by turning it off, we don't risk losing all of our stuff. Okay, it seems the storm has ended. Alright, our farm has been properly defended, and our pen is also working, seemingly. Our cows are still alive and well, although not ready to produce milk, but that's okay. And now I'm just gonna make... Oh, our farm caught on fire. No. Oh well, it's just wood, but that's sad. And aside from the floating stumps, this is now what our farm currently looks like. Underneath this wooden plank is all the water that's still flowing, since we're gonna keep going down a block every time we need to expand it a bit. But I think for now that's pretty good. We've got a really nice double farm of both hemp and melon seeds. But alright guys, I think this is enough for this episode. I wanted to go explore the Nether, but we've done so much today that I just didn't want to cramp everything in here. If you remember how we started off in this area, we just had our little base, which was half the size it is now. And now we have expanded it so much. We have a farm that's producing both melons and hemp. We have a pen for the cows that's producing milk. And one day we're gonna be able to breed them and get more meat and leather. We have 2 chicken coops, which are producing eggs and are gonna allow us to get some more free meat along the way. And we have our nether portal way over there, that way our animals don't get possessed by demons. And our base has been expanded a little bit, but the most important thing was placed here, because now we have a windmill and we already have 3 of the starting tools for the Age of Automation, which are currently turned off because they're way too loud. As well as the cauldron with the first blocks from the Nether that allowed us to produce torches that burn forever. So I think we're doing pretty good right now. Our food situation has been sorted, and soon we're gonna be able to go in the Nether to gather blaze rods and other materials to be able to finally craft the crucible, which is gonna be a whole ordeal in itself. But that's gonna allow us to have recyclable tools that basically last forever. So the future is looking brighter now. So for this episode is gonna be all. I thank you all for watching. If you did, leave a like and subscribe, and until next one, see ya. My eggs! My eggs! I don't want them to go away. Where's the last one? Doesn't matter, I want to get the other ones too.